All right, so I'm Joe DeMattia. This is my persuasive pitch presentation. So CEOs should be concerned with corporate social responsibility or CSR, and here's why. So 90% of employees who work at companies with a strong sense of purpose say they're more inspired, motivated, and loyal, and that is from Harvard Business Online. I have a quick story. You might be wondering why I had Route 21 in my title page. I modeled for Route 21 for quite some time, and I had the opportunity to meet the CEO there. He was a very wealthy man. The employees had some big problems with him. One of them being how when he would show up to work, if he wasn't on a vacation of some sort, he would show up in a new sports car to the parking lot just about every time. And they're wondering, wow, how can he afford this? Um, Basically, he hit a pothole in his new Corvette and decided it would be a good idea to repave the entire parking lot at Route 21's headquarters instead of just filling that pothole. Um, this was a huge problem with all the employees there. It sparked a lot of drama between them, and they ultimately all lost a lot of respect for him. And then also, as far as discrimination went in his workplace, he would hire specifically prettier girls over less attractive women because of purely over their looks. And he would make remarks to his executive board, thinking that those comments wouldn't get out among the employees, which they did. And ultimately, they lost even more respect for him. So when you think of CSR, most people will think of making the environment better and not polluting and things like this. And I'm kind of talking about it in more of a how can you make sure your employees are treated with respect? How can you make sure that as the CEO or an executive board, how can you make sure you are doing well by your business? So this graph shows employee preferences related to CSR, and it says 88% of people think jobs are more fulfilling with a good corporate social responsibility. 64% of people would refuse a job without strong corporate social responsibility, and 55% of people would accept a lower salary for good corporate social responsibility. And then to conclude, some questions to ask yourself. Would I take a job where I know there is poor corporate social responsibility? What can change in the workplace to have better corporate social responsibility? And then what does corporate social ability or corporate social responsibility apply to? And in this case, I talked about more about the employees, but also, as you see the pictures on the right, it would apply to carbon emissions, things such as that, making the earth a better place. I think it applies to everyone's daily life. So thank you for listening, and I hope you all enjoy your day.